guys, it's Jessica the Book Art Goddess here, and I am here to film a Top 5 Wednesday for you. And oh my goodness, it is toasty in here. I am so putting the air on because I'm tired of being in the heat. It sucks. I am very warm-blooded, and my family's very cold all the time, and I can't stand it. I tell them all the time, just cover up, because I can't stand to be warm. It's so uncomfortable for me. It just makes me nauseous. I just hate it. But anyways, enough of that. You guys don't need to know that. But I'm just glad to be doing a Top 5 Wednesday for a change, because the end of the year has just been nuts for me. All the ceremonies, all the concerts, all the, activities, grades, just the different stuff that you have to do, all the parties, just different stuff that's going on with the school. It's nuts. I mean, and I have 3 kids, so I'm all over the place. Seriously, I'm just going bonkers. But that's okay. It's all coming to an end. Thank God. Thank you, thank you. But anyways, guys, enough of that. Back to the Top 5 Wednesday. This week's topic was super hard for me. I had the worst time trying to pick and narrow it down, because topic is your 5 favorite books you've read so far this year. Okay, let me tell you, this was really, really hard. I've read a lot of great books. I mean, really, really good books. And I probably could have done 10 or 15 that would have been my top picks. But I narrowed it down to 5 reluctantly. I narrowed it down to 5. Believe me, it was very, very hard. But I will get on to that. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Here goes. My first book that I picked was Ensnared by A.G. Howard, and this is an Alice retelling, Alice in Wonderland, and it is fantastic. The ending was fantastic. I know some people didn't care for it, but I thought it ended beautifully. I love the writing. I don't know, I just love the imagery, everything in this book. I could imagine the world. You've seen Alice in Wonderland movies, all that stuff. And A.G. Howard, she just brings it to life. I loved all the characters, and I really felt deeply for all the characters, and that's why it's in the number 1 spot. I mean, or the number 5 spot, or however. I don't know if you count up or down, but it's the first. It's the first. Anyways, and in my number 2 spot, if you're going whatever way you go, is To All the Boys I Loved Before. And let me see if I can get this in there just right, because it was showing up. There we go. By Jenny Han. This was an absolute adorable, adorable read. I fell in love with Jenny Han, with The Summer I Turned Pretty. Those books were just, they made me feel good. I mean, really, really feel good, summary type reads. And that's what this is. If I'm bummed or something, I'm picking up Jenny Han's books and I'm reading them. They are just fantastic. Adorable, adorable books. And that's why I got number 2 spot or number 4 spot, whatever it is. Then, this was really hard because I didn't know which one to put in the 3rd spot. So it was kind of like a toss-up, and I think I went with Maggie Stiefvater's Blue Lily Lily Blue. And let me see if I can get it. There we go. Blue Lily Lily Blue. Yes. Oh my goodness, people. I know a lot of people complain because the wording and stuff like that is hard to get into. I have no problems with it. I will say, if you do have a problem, check out the audio, because I did audio on some, and I physically read on others. And either way, they're beautiful, they're amazing, and I will say, if you're having a problem getting into the writing, listen to it on audio. You will not be disappointed. The narrator's good. Oh my goodness. This is such a beautifully written story. And there's so many twists, so many turns. It's so gripping. Oh, I just love, love, love this series. And Maggie Stiefvater, she is a amazing, amazing author. And I know a lot of people didn't like the Shiver series, but do not judge the rest of her works by that, because she writes beautifully, and her other books are phenomenal. I liked the Shiver series. It was not my favorite by far. I still liked it. It was alright. But she has written things that were 10 times better. So yeah, definitely check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay. On to the next. And this was a hard one for me. And I don't know if I'm biased because this why I picked this author instead of the other author. And it's probably because the other author is like one of my favorites, and this is a newer favorite author of mine, so I probably played favoritism on this, not necessarily, quality. But anyways, and that is, in the next book, it's Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas, or Maas. No, it's Mass. That's right, because she said like Massachusetts. Yeah, Sarah J. Maas. But this is the third book in the Throne of Glass series. It is fantastic. Fantastic. I love this book so much better than the first. And I mean, I loved the first book. If you guys have read it, you know what I mean. The first book had me, oh my gosh, biting my nails. I mean, I was just like, this is so good. It was fantasy at the utmost finest. I loved it. And it just kept me on the edge of my seat. Fantastic. Then the second came along, and I enjoyed it, and I was a little miffed, and I had issues with some of the characters. Not because of the writing, not because of the story, but my own personal issues, because there's a love interest that I don't particularly care for, but that's me, and I know a lot of other people do, but that is just my opinion. So the second one was still really good. I still gave it 5 out of 5 stars, but it didn't hit me like this one. This one hit it out the park for me. It was a 10 out of 5 stars. It was just fabulous, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the fourth book. So I'm just waiting. Anyways, and then last but not least, this was probably my top most anticipated read, top book, and I was putting it off just for the simple fact that how much I did not want this story to end. And literally this story in this series ended in a fantastic way. I love all the characters. I'm sad to see it end, but it was just phenomenal. And this is an adult series that I absolutely love, and it's Kim Harrison. Let me see if I can get it to focus in. And this is A Witch with No Name. If I can get it to kind of focus in for you guys. The whole thing isn't focusing in. I think it's because the lettering is in yellow. But this is like the final book in her Rachel Morgan series. And it is so good. It is about a witch, and there's demons and werewolves and vampires, and oh my gosh, it's just a mix of everything. It's funny, it's romantic, it's sexy, it's action-packed. I mean, you name it, it's got a little bit of everything in it. And I mean, this is just one of my favorite authors and books. I go to every signing that she's at because I absolutely love her, and I think her writing's fantastic. Anyways, enough said. I can't talk about that book enough. I could be here all day. So, anyways, guys, that is my top 5 Wednesday. If you guys agree, disagree, whatever, let me know below. If you plan on checking out Lainey's channel, let me know that also. And yeah, she's fantastic, like I said before. So anyways, I will see you with the next video. So happy reading, guys. Have a great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.